Alright guys, they have just the coolest shop ever here. Huh. Hey guys, well I don't know if I'm going to split this up into 2 videos or if this is a new video here. So basically I was on my way to pick up that Genie shaper that I bought yesterday, and the guy that I bought my, or the guy that is buying rather, my radial drill there messaged me with apparently a buddy of his was selling his KT or Kearney Trecker horizontal mill, and the price on it's really good. I was real excited about the price of it, and basically we're on the way to pick it up now. Yeah, was not planning on buying another machine tool for a while, and it's gonna be kind of tight fitting everything in the garage there, but basically the price on this guy was like less than what you get for it at the scrap yard. So and it's in pretty decent shape, so I couldn't resist basically. So anyway, yeah, we're going to pick it up now. All right, we got all loaded up. You mind being on YouTube here?
Nah, that's all right.
All right.
We're used to it.
Well, cool. Oh, well, I guess what's the name of your shop here?
Keith Kunz Motor Sports.
Keith Kunz Motor Sports.
We do mostly midget racing. We're a Toyota TRD factory development team.
Oh, that's cool.
So we do a lot directly with TRD, like the NASCAR teams and that, TRD. They got into midget racing just basically to be in grassroots racing. And 2011, we had a kid driving for us by the name of Kyle Larson. Kyle now drives for Chip Ganassi in NASCAR.
Oh, wow.
We were sponsored by Toyota at the time, but it was just kind of a grassroots thing. They just kind of helped us with motors. Well, they seen the potential of some of the kids that come through our stuff, so they started a development program through us, which kind of can lead you to NASCAR. Wow. So we do a lot of work with them. A lot of our guys get to go on and drive for Kyle Busch, and then on to Joe Gibbs maybe. Christopher Bell's been our latest guy that's moved on. He drives for Joe Gibbs now. So we do, these are, let me show you, these are called midgets.
What kind of
a Toyota engine.
Oh,
strictly built for racing.
So
basically they take a NASCAR head and then build a bottom end for it.
So it's total, not a production motor. It's just a.
Yeah, it's a 4-cylinder aftermarket. 4-cylinder, makes about 360 horsepower. Runs on methanol.
Out of that?
Out of that.
Wow.
Cars weigh about 800 to 900 pounds.
So it's like a little rocket.
It's a rocket.
Holy crap.
Run a lot, mostly dirt. So.
Wow. And just people just buy these and.
We race them. You know, we strictly race. There's, you know, you go to any race anywhere in the country and there's 30, 40 of them any night.
Really?
We travel all the way from east to west. Florida. We were in Florida a couple of weeks ago. Big race in the winter is called the Chili Bowl in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have about 400 cars that show up for that. So,
man, that's wild. Yeah. I had no idea.
I mean, Toyota's really gotten involved in midget racing, grassroots stuff, so they do a lot of watching and give a lot of these kids opportunities to go on and try to do some stock car stuff. And they watch a lot of them, and, you know, and they help develop their careers and
kind of
groom them, you know, and they get the pick of the litter and pick the good ones. And if you're good enough, and, you know, it's all about results in the end.
Oh yeah,
they give you more and more chances and go on, hopefully, to NASCAR. You know, we've probably had about 7 or 8 guys that drove for us in the past that are actually went on to run NASCAR. You know, so right now we have 2 or 3 of them down there. That's very, so we get a lot of kids that come to us that are, you know, wanting to have that. Midget racing really growed here lately. We do midgets, and then we also have what we call wing sprint cars, which they have V8s in them.
Oh,
So those are V8, same thing, run on alcohol, methanol, and they're 900 horsepower. Yeah.
Wait, how much do they weigh?
They weigh about 1,200 pounds.
Holy crap! That
Run dirt, have wings on them, so you run around there wide open.
that looks like a little death machine.
Yeah. They run
Wow.
anywhere, quarter miles to half miles. Yep. Help yourself. Walk around.
This
I'm gonna
is.
go back here.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Look at that, guys. That is crazy. Well, look at that rear end. Wow. Check out those tubes. Wow. Huh. What's the Wow. Alright guys, they have just the coolest shop ever here. Huh. Oh. Oops. Huh. Man, that's neat. Look at the welds on that chassis. Huh. Wow. Huh. Crazy. Huh. So don't get hit in the rear end. Oh, that's neat. It's a torque tube. Huh. 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 They got a little bit of everything here. Huh. Oh, they got a cool shear over there. Huh. Old synchro waves. Huh. Nice dual bandsaw. They got a little bit of everything in here. This is pretty slick. Yeah, nice old dual. Old Bridgeport here. It's that Dial-Arc HF. I had one of those way back when. This is where that KT mill sat. Nice little lathe here. Another Bridgeport. Cute little desktop lathe here. Nope, painting up this old Rockwell drill press. All right, well, yeah, we got it off there. This is it's been a long couple days. I'm exhausted and I'm a dumbass. I've done this before, and if you put the trailer on the concrete, this goes super easy. You just slide it off there, put it on the rollers, and then you go. I miss the concrete, but we're in here. So now I just have to scoot this guy in the garage here. Those casters or those machine skates, you have to really push it with a tractor out here, but once you get in here, you can almost do it by hand. I need to reposition them, and we'll move this guy over as long as I get it in here tonight, or I can get the KT mill in here under roof. I'm just going to declare victory, throw a tarp on that. It's been a long couple days, and we're supposed to get some ridiculous storms tonight, so I don't really want to get this guy. I didn't realize, but it looks like the sump on this guy is the whole base of that. I've not played with these guys or really done a whole lot. I know there's that one YouTube guy in Kentucky that has some videos on one of these guys. I'll have to watch them here. I got some tooling with it. I got like one of the overarm braces and some of the other things. All they used this guy for was just running hole saws. Said all they did with it was notch tubing. So yeah, they built some neat stuff there, as you're gonna see. I may do a separate video of that. Anyway, all right, well, we're in the door. What do you think, dude?
You blew almost all the paint off of that thing.
Yeah, it needs repainted.